Hey there, Hung here, and welcome back to AI in Testing Coach. Today, we're exploring some practical techniques you can use right away, from a better way to test AI agents, to improving how you generate test cases with AI. Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about a challenge we all face: testing AI agents. They can feel like a black box, right? When they fail, it's hard to know why. The debugging framework offers a great solution by splitting the problem into two layers. Think of it like this. You have the reasoning layer, which is all about planning. Did the agent understand the goal and create a good plan to achieve it? Then you have the action layer, which is about execution. Did it call the right tools with the right information? This separation is a game changer for debugging. The framework even has a way to trace the agent's decisions. So here's something to try. Next time you test an agent, mentally separate your checks. First ask, was the plan good? Then ask, were the actions correct? This simple shift makes finding the root cause so much faster. Now, if you've tried using AI to generate test cases, you might have been, well, a little disappointed. The quality can be pretty hit or miss. A company called Case Pilot shared a pattern that boosts the quality from maybe a 5 out of 10 to a solid 9 out of 10. It's called a 3-pass system. Instead of just asking the AI to write tests in one go, you use 3 specialized steps. First, a worker AI generates the tests with all the context you can give it. Then, a judge AI reviews that output and scores it. Finally, an optimizer AI takes the feedback from the judge and refines the test, maybe suggesting better automation structures. The key takeaway here is that AI needs separate modes for creating versus evaluating. So if you're generating any testing artifacts, try this 3-pass approach. It's a reusable pattern that really works. Building on that, let's shift to security. Prompt injection is the #1 risk for LLM applications, according to OWASP. As QA pros, we need to know how to test for it. A new guide from Red Fox Security gives us a hands-on lab to do just that. It covers direct injection, where a user tries to manipulate the system prompt, and indirect injection, where the AI gets bad data from an external source, like a web page. The best part is it points to automated tools like Garak and PromptMap that can run dozens of attack patterns for you. This is super practical. You can start testing for vulnerabilities, like telling a chatbot to ignore its instructions or reveal its underlying prompt. QA should also be checking that developers have built defenses, like input filtering or having a second LLM double-check the first one. All right, our last topic is about catching problems before they reach users. AI agents can change their behavior silently. A model gets updated by the provider, and suddenly your agent works differently, even though your old tests all pass. This is a huge regression risk. There's an open source tool called EvalView that provides a great pattern for this. It helps you create a golden baseline snapshot of your agent's behavior in your CI/CD pipeline. It records the tool calls, the parameters, and the final output. Then, on every new build, it runs the agent again and compares the new behavior to that baseline. It gives you a clear verdict, like safe to ship or block release. This is exactly what AI regression testing should look like, fitting into your existing workflow and giving you an early warning when something has changed under the hood. Here's my challenge for you this week. If you're testing an AI agent, try the layer separation approach we talked about. Create 2 distinct sets of tests. The first set focuses only on the reasoning layer. Given a task, did the agent make a good plan? The second set focuses on the action layer. Did the agent call the right functions with the correct data? Don't worry about the final outcome at first. Just separating your tests this way will make your debugging so much faster when a failure does happen. That's our session for today. Keep experimenting, and I'll see you next time.